All right, we are live. Bedard versus McKinnon. It's gonna be a good one tonight. Um, Spencer Knight starts again. Um, which means Soda is gonna be in net tomorrow versus Utah. Rinzel is out from an illness, as Sean said earlier in the chat. Hopefully, it's not another bug going around the locker room. So Korchinski's in, and then Slaggert is out and Doc is in. So those are the changes for tonight. Lines stay pretty much the same. Um, it's pretty much just a swap out for the scratches and the guys who are in. Um, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous to play Colorado with an angry Nathan McKinnon. Is scary, and Burakovsky is still on that top line, man. I don't understand the inconsistent standards. And that's there's not many critiques I have for Jeff Blashill this year, but that's one that's frustrating is why, and I feel like I say this every game, but why does Burakovsky have so much leeway and a guy like Levshinov has none, you know? So and or a guy like Korchinski or I mean any of the young guys really. Yeah, I don't know what it is with Blashill and Burakovsky, but the he's stapled to that top line. Um, Burakovsky, by the way, 1 assist in his last 14 games, which is just absurd for the fact that he still has power play time and he's on the top unit with Connor Bedard. You put anybody on the top line with Connor Bedard, they're getting more than 1 assist in 14 games. It's unbelievable. And Bedard praised Burakovsky heavily after last game, saying he's been unreal and all that. I don't see it. Like, sure, maybe he makes some nice offensive plays, but the amount of he's not a net positive out there with the amount of bad he's also doing. As a Murphy fan, we can't let another Connor go. Yeah, yeah. You think I mean it's pretty certain Murphy's getting traded, eh? I'm a fan too. Murphy is yeah, I love Connor Murphy. It's gonna be sad to see him go, but man, I would love if he could go win a cup. That'd be awesome. He deserves it. He's he's stuck around here for so long on a losing team year after year, and his attitude hasn't wavered. He's always been so happy to be here and such a positive role model in Chicago. Um, so I mean, yeah, it's gonna be sad to see him go. But I mean, if you listen to 32 Thoughts the other day, Elliot Friedman was saying that it's there's was he saying there's a lot more sellers? Um which worries me a bit in terms of a return on Murphy. So we'll see. You still have hope though? Yeah. How's Nazar been doing? Well, if you go on Twitter, it's gonna look like he has been the worst player in the NHL. The production's just not there. Um, I don't know. Like I think he's doing the small things right. My optimism on how he'll turn out and how that contract will look hasn't wavered. I still feel fine about it. But the production hasn't been there. That same sort of maybe urgency hasn't quite been there that he had before last year and at the start of this year. But if you ask me, I'm not worried. I'm not like, oh my god, this guy is a bust or anything. But if you go on Hawks Twitter, like that's how people are reacting. Like, oh my god, Nazar's a bust. He's done. Horrible contract. But that's not I think that's an overreaction. Are you gonna be watching the game tonight? Or are you just hanging out? Forewarning, if you're not actually watching the game, my commentary sucks. So hopefully you got the game on in front of you. I would hate if you were relying on me to know what's going on. Elections freak. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before, so unless I've just missed something earlier, but I appreciate you coming out. Welcome. Frankie will be good. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the thing. Like, people just gotta understand, when it comes to a Nazar or a Levshinov or any prospect or young player, development's not linear. Like, there's ups and downs. It's very much like this. It's not just that. There's gonna be downs. That the saying sophomore slump um exists for a reason. Most players go through it. Every player has a slump in their career, especially early on. Listening on radio, watching me on the phone, and Elimination Chamber on the Xbox, that is like the dream setup. Before I started doing all this, what I would a lot of the time do for Hawks games is I would do the same thing. I would have the Hawks game, a YouTube video, and then I'd play like Fallout or something, or a video game, or NHL or something. I've never heard of Elimination Chamber though. What's that about? He's not 100. Yeah, yeah. Part of me wonders if Nazar still isn't fully there. Like, I don't know. His play kind of dictates or kind of suggests that he maybe isn't feeling 100%. For me, I think a big thing with Nazar is his confidence, and I think his confidence is just shot right now. You found my channel and latched on. Dude, that means a ton to me. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoy the content. I'm glad you enjoy it. I was a kid when the Taves era dominated. I'm hoping for a comeback. Yeah, same man. I was 10, 13, and 15, the same as the years when the Hawks were winning cups. So yeah, I was a kid as well, and I don't know if you maybe feel the same way, but I feel like it would be sweeter now as an adult to see them win. I feel like as a kid and as a teenager, I couldn't fully appreciate exactly what was happening. I don't know if you feel the same way. All right, we're underway here. Puck has dropped in Chicago. Weird camera angle to start. Whoa, this is a really weird camera angle. Is this the normal ball arena camera angle? There's no way. Okay, now it's back. Oh, Dickinson in alone. Scores! No? Did that go in? Play's still going. Did that not go in? That looked in. Jason Dickinson just scored like 20 seconds in, but play's still going. We need a replay. There's no way that didn't go in. Damn. WWE Wrestling at the United Center. Is that tonight? I've never been to a WWE event live, but I mean, I don't watch it on TV, but I feel like it would be fun to see live. It's very, very theatrical. I feel like it would be quite entertaining. Okay, Burakovsky through the neutral zone. 3-on-2 here. Green. Oh, tried to find Bedard. Bedard's got it. Down low, Burakovsky. Back to the point. Vlasic. Bedard. Oh, rip it. Oh, couldn't get the shot off. Natchez is gonna grab it for Colorado. Man, I mean they haven't stopped play, so I guess that Dickinson shot didn't go in, but man, that really looked in. I gotta see a replay of that. I guess you're listening on radio. He had a breakaway, quick snapshot over the shoulder, and it looked like it hit back bar, but I guess it didn't. All right, Nazar skates through the neutral zone. He's got more in Teravainen. Starts in an hour. I'd love to see it live. Yeah, I was big into WWE when I was a kid. I had like the action figures and the video games and stuff, and I've fallen out of it since I've grown up through the years. But yeah, going to see live, I think would be a blast. They had it. I live in Vancouver, and they had it here not that long ago, actually. Maybe like a year ago or something. I don't quite remember. High stick. Okay, there's a whistle. Let's see a replay. I mean, it must have hit the crossbar. Yeah, we're gonna see a replay here. Great play by Mikheyev. Oh yeah, crossbar. Dickinson started to celebrate, but yeah, that was just crossbar. It looked like back bar. Dickinson like started to celebrate and then play kept going. Watch it every now and then. I don't even know like I gotta be honest, I don't know any of the wrestlers anymore. I used to be like back in the day, like Triple H, Rey Mysterio, Batista, Undertaker. Those were my guys. I was a big Triple H and Rey Mysterio. Me and my little cousin when we were kids, we would play WWE, and I would always 619 him. Very close to not sounding right. You know the Rey Mysterio move, 619. Phase off in the neutral zone. Fourth line is out there. Doc, Felino, and Donato with Murphy and Korchinski. Really curious to see how Korchinski does tonight. Definitely keeping a close eye on him. Oh, Felino might. Couldn't get to it. I made a video a few days ago, maybe 5 days ago or so, something like that. Talking about Kevin Korchinski, and in the video I was saying like, regardless of if he's ready to go or not, like you let him play out the final stretch here. He needs consistent NHL time to acclimate and get accustomed to it. Because since his rookie year, he's had 3 stints in the NHL since after his rookie season where he played like 76 games. Um, he hasn't had a stint longer than 9 games, and that's just not enough time. So I think he needs, I mean, I would love to see if he gets like even 18 of these last 24 games. I'd be happy. We got 4 people in here. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in. Be sure to like the stream. Say hi if you got any score predictions. I'm terrible at predicting the score, so I don't try anymore. Colorado skates it in. It's Kale McCarr. Vlasic retrieves it. Turns it over. Manson shot just wide. Rebound. Oh, Hawks can't get it out. Burakovsky chips it to center. Not going to get a change. Howdy, Calvin. Welcome. Murphy starts out now. Nice play. Beats 2 Avalanche. Skates it in. Takes it to the net. Oh, Murphy took it right to the net. Phil, you into WWE as well? I say as well, but I haven't watched in a long time. Hawks struggling to put together some ozone time here. Spencer Knight covers. 14:39 to go. Yeah, I'm really hoping for a big game out of Korchinski tonight. I'm rooting for the guy hard, and he's not helping me. Colorado wins the draw. Kale McCarr. Oh, Taves keeps it in. Oh, centers. Never watched WWE. It's very like, I mean, I don't really watch it that much either, but I would say like it's more so I think about the story, like a storylines. Whereas if you're just looking for like fighting, I would go to probably the UFC. but I could be wrong. Oh, Bertuzzi strips Taves. I think he's drawing a penalty. Hawks are going to go to the power play once Colorado touches. Great play by Bertuzzi. Shot deflects wide. Taves will touch it, and the Hawks are going to go to the power play. Good enough start so far for us. This is one of those pressure-free games against the best team in the league on the road. Simply playing tough will be a win. A little easier to watch. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they're playing on pace with the Avs right now and they're not on their heels is yeah, it's that's a I'll take that start 9 times or 10 times out of 10. I'll take it. And now we got a chance on the power play. Let's see if the power play can click and get us up one here. We can't lose again. The stream record is 1-4-1. I cannot go to 1-5-1. I can't do it. Again, I'm in a contract year. I gotta perform. I can't be 1-5-1. Let's get cooking on the power play. Yeah, I mean that's a tall task. It's a lot to ask, but maybe it'll surprise us. Maybe Connor Bedard will just rip one top shelf. We need that. I wonder who's gonna quarterback it. I guess Levshinov, or do you think they throw Korchinski on there? Considering it's still commercial break. I'm gonna make a prediction. I think it's gonna be Levshinov on the first unit. It's either Levshinov, Grizzly, or Korchinski, and I'm gonna say Levshinov because I don't think they're gonna put Korchinski there because it seems like the only reason he's in is because Rinzel's out sick. It's not like he earned his way in. So for that reason, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be Levshinov quarterbacking the first unit, and then I mean I hope Korchinski on the second unit, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Grizzly. Man, you got to give Korchinski some power play time. He's an offensive defenseman. Let him thrive a little bit. Give him the chance to at least. So yeah, I'm gonna guess they're going Levshinov unit one and Grizzlick unit two. As much as I want it to be Korchinski, I don't have faith in Blashill for that. Yeah, Levshinov out there. Hawks win the draw. Levshinov can't keep it in though. Puck was in his feet. Hawks have to start out again. We have the 21st ranked power play at 19.2 versus the Avs' third best penalty kill in the league. Bertuzzi starts it in. Bedard shot. Oh, Connor Bedard snipes it over the shoulder of Blackwood, and 20 seconds into the power play, the Hawks go up 1-0. The 25th goal of the year for Connor Bedard. I just said before the power play, give it to Bedard and let him just rip one top shelf. And what does he do? Beauty. What a pass by Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi and Tavo are going to get the assists on that. What a shot. I said it last game. The post-Olympic Connor Bedard is going to post-snubbed Olympic Connor Bedard is going to terrorize this league. Big smile on his face. Power play goal, 55th point of the year for Bedard. Let's go. 25 and counting. You know what? If he keeps playing at this pace, like playing like angry Connor Bedard who can just terrorize the league, could he hit 40? Green with a shot that's blocked. There's 24 games left, and he would have to get what is he at 25? He'd have to get 15. He could do it, man. He can hit 40. Unless my math is completely off. I might have just made myself look like a fool live. High fives all around, Phil. High fives. No, I wish Levshinov got an assist on that. I think it's going to be Tavo and Bertuzzi. All right, here comes Donato. Shot off the rush. Deflects out of play. Good start. You can't ask against the Avs, you can't ask for a better start than a power play goal to go up 1-0. I miss when Levshinov would celebrate every goal like it was the game-winning goal in overtime. I kind of miss that version of Levshinov. He's kind of becoming a little more, I guess, used to the NHL. But um, I mean, he would just like he would want to tackle Bedard if he scored. Like it was, I miss that. We need another Levshinov goal. I want one so bad. Hawks win the draw in the offensive zone. Mikheyev's got it. Centers. Oh, Avs are gonna get it out. Drury drops. Shot wide. Grizzlick. Oh, coughs it up. Drury wide open. Misses the net. Oh, bad turnover by Grizzlick. Another chance, and Spencer Knight with a glove save. Oh, and now we're getting into it here. Levshinov and Colton. This game might start to open up a little bit here. Yeah, Grizzlick just lost it in his feet, and then Colton was all over him. Oh, who was that? Drury had a beautiful chance to miss the net. Got lucky there. Avs win the draw. Shot deflected. Ooh, Spencer Knight with a nice save on the deflection. Hawks get it out. Not going to be icing, though. Perfect clear. Nathan MacKinnon galloping out of his own end into the Hawks zone. Ooh, nice little backhand pass just out of the reach of Nichushkin. Vlasic loses it to MacKinnon. Avs get possession back. Murphy with a block. Doc shot. Ooh, good shot off the rush from Doc there. MacKinnon back through the neutral zone. Bedard going John Wick on the NHL could be a very fun thing to see. 40 goals as possible. I lean 35-ish though. Yeah, you're probably right. Like 35 is probably a much more attainable spot. I mean, he's gonna hit 30, right? Obviously gonna hit 30, but imagine like he misses a month and still hits 40. That would be unbelievable. Ooh, good save by Knight. I've said it many times. Like there's some players that when they're playing angry, they're awful and it's dangerous. And there's some players when they're playing angry, they're just on another level. And an example of someone who doesn't play good angry is a guy like Ryan Donato. And no, no disrespect to Ryan Donato, but when he plays angry, he makes dumb decisions. And then you have a guy like Connor Bedard, who when he plays angry and with a chip on his shoulder, he's just like his game goes to a whole new level of production. So we're seeing like a post Olympic snubbed Connor Bedard. It could, you know, 2 goals in 2 games. So we'll see. Oh, good save by Knight. Oh, big save by Knight again on Landeskog. Knight is looking good to start this game. I turned Twitter notification. I have all social media notifications off on my phone, but I turned Twitter on and I turned on post notifications for Elliot Friedman as we're getting close to the deadline here. And I keep getting notifications of his tweets, and they're just, I'm like, oh, a trade, and there's just nothing. Nothing yet. I'm nervous for when the Hawks are going to make trades because I'm nervous I won't be around, like, ready to make a video right away, like from at work or something. So I'm a bit nervous for that. Oh, centering pass, just wide. Avs to the attack. Oh, Dickinson gets the puck. We'll skate it out. Mikheyev. Interesting developments with the whole Mikheyev thing. It came out like obviously they're trying to re-sign him, but they can't come to an agreement, and it seems like it's term. Mikheyev wants longer term, and obviously the Hawks, I don't think probably want to give him more than like 2 years. So that's going to be really interesting to see if he actually does end up getting moved at the deadline. And then the Foligno too. Apparently, him and Kyle Davidson have been talking, and he's a guy that I had absolutely no expectation to get traded, but I could be wrong. So could be an interesting deadline for the Hawks. That could be four guys. That could be Murphy, Dickinson, Mikheyev, and Foligno. I mean, who knows? We could get really young post trade deadline, which would be cool. I would like to see that. Get Lardis up here. I'd love to see Sammy Savoie get a shot. Gavin Hayes. Oh, Nazar, nice move. Oh, tried to pass to Moore. Deflected out of play. Um, Gavin Hayes has been playing really, really well lately in the AHL. Like, give him a shot, maybe. I would like to see some of these more um, not as uh, popular high end prospects. Not only have them get looks. Shocked about Fliggy. Yeah, me too. Me too, Calvin. I thought I mean, I don't know him personally, but I thought he wanted to play out his contract and then maybe retire. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, absolutely placeholder captain. I feel like his role, and he has absolutely nailed it, but like his role was to lead and mentor these young guys and kind of that next generation. And I think he's done a fantastic job. And I mean, it seems like a storybook fate of Foligno passing it to probably Bedard. So it'd be cool to see if that happens next season. Yeah, yeah, he's come out of nowhere. He has come out of absolutely nowhere. Didn't he have a hat trick like last week or something earlier this week or something? Yeah, had he not too long ago. What about Fliggy? It just I forget who reported it. But apparently Foligno and Kyle Davidson have been talking um about a potential trade. Let me see if I can find the exact No, I don't think he wants a trade. Let me find the exact tweet here because I don't want to misquote it and give you the wrong idea. Uh, let's see if I can find it. So from Ben Pope, Nick Foligno and Kyle Davidson had a preliminary discussion recently about the trade deadline. They'll touch base again before next Friday. And then the Foligno quote was, "When you're in the situation where you're not in the playoffs, there's decisions the organization has to make, and therefore decisions you have to make. That's something we're going to go through the process of. It's too early to say." So he didn't say he wanted a trade, but he said there's going to be conversations. So we'll see. Yeah, the wording is weird. Oh, Landeskog takes it to the net, steered away. McKinnon shot. Oh, McKinnon keeps it in. Makar. Oh, Landeskog, another save by Knight. Levshinov. Oh, Levshinov just bodied Landeskog, and he looks like, is he down? Landeskog slow to get up after Levshinov bodied him. It'll be interesting to see if there's any retaliation for that. 3-on-1. Oh, Burakovsky. There was a 3-on-1, and Burakovsky poked it too far ahead. Get this guy out of the top six, man. I'm sick of it. Yeah, that's exactly. It sounds like maybe they're asking him what he wants, and maybe he's doesn't know what he wants yet. I don't know, but yeah, it's odd. Oh, we're getting a penalty. Oh, tripping. We're getting a power play. Nick Foligno, I think, drew a trip. Speaking of Nick Foligno, did he draw that? He did. Josh Manson trips Nick Foligno, and we're going back to the power play. Yeah, here's the hit. Levshunov just kind of shoved Landeskog into the boards. Went in a bit awkwardly. His shoulder, maybe? Interesting to see if there's any sort of retaliation for that later. Obviously, the Avalanche are very protective of their captain, as they should be. He's probably one of my favorite captains in the NHL. I love Gabriel Landeskog. We got our mojo back on the power play. Let's do it again. Exactly. Build on it. That's a big thing with special teams. When special teams are feeling good, it makes a big difference, and they got to be feeling good scoring 20 seconds in on that power play. Puck gets cleared. With a minute 40 to go. Exactly, Rylan. Yeah. And that's the thing too. He's so physically mature and strong. I mean, Jeff Blashill says he's one of the strongest kids he's ever seen. Uh, it's his he's mentally behind the curve. Oh, Bedard turns it over to Nelson. He's gonna kill some time. Bedard. Bedard weaving in. Nice move. The two man double drop is working. It's giving Bedard a lot more space to skate in. I don't know if you guys have noticed that too. Nazar low. Centers. Oh, good save. Oh, now we got some Bedard's getting into it with Kelly. What happened there? 7 people watching. That's crazy. Thank you everybody who's watching. I really appreciate it. Oh, Bedard's standing up for the little shove on Nazar there. Hawks win the draw. Second unit out there, and it's Grizzly. It's Grizzly quarterbacking it. So Korchinski not getting power play time. Moore plays it back. In the feet of Donato. Colorado's going to break out shorthanded. Drury shot, bobbled by Knight, but he gets it. Plays it to Moore. 25 to go in the power play. Grizzly drops to Moore. Leaves it for Foligno. Offside. Damn. Honestly, the Hawks are being outshot 10-4. I feel like that doesn't accurately show how this game is going. I like how they're playing for the most part. Not perfect, but for a team on the road facing Colorado, I'm all right with it. Bedard, nice move. Bedard just skates through everybody. Oh, penalty's over. Makar gets it. Is he going to send him? Oh, Manson might be in. Trips over his own feet. And Grizzly recovers. Exactly. Let Korchinski play. And, oh, what a pass by Nazar. Just got picked off. And, if you're going to play him, put him in a position where he can be successful. And that's on the power play. He's an offensive defenseman, you know? I mean, I can't imagine his confidence has been very high over the past couple years. So getting him on the power play might help that. McKinnon, Landeskog. Oh, big save by Knight. Is anyone better at cutting through multiple defenders than Bedard? Well, definitely not on Chicago. I don't know. Nathan McKinnon might give him a run for his money, but yeah, Bedard has got to be one of the best out there. Donato retrieves the puck. Can't skate it in. Sent in deep. Foligno's gonna retrieve it. Burakovsky's so awful, man. Yeah, it's getting hard to defend him. I kind of defended him a while ago before the Olympic break, saying like it might just be a slump, but this has been going on a long time. It's getting really hard to defend him. Shot by Taves deflected. Yeah, prime Finney. That's a good point. Burakovsky's just it's indefensible at this point, and that's like it's so much more than just him playing bad. But Nazar might have a break. Oh, it just shows too like there might be some favoritism with Jeff Blashill. Like why does Burakovsky have such a long leash compared to a guy like Levshinov or anybody really? Nazar couldn't beat out the icing, or that was Bedard. Sorry. What do you think we could get back for him? Oh, do you think Tavo's on a trading block in the upcoming weeks? He has 1 year left, right? I'm gonna quickly look that up. I believe he has 1 year left. That's gonna be a factor in my answer. That's why I have to look it up. First of all, I don't think they trade him. Um, yeah, he's got 1 year left after this. Um, oh fuck, what's his cap hit now? I need to get all the information before I can give you an answer. The Hawks get it out. Yeah, 5.4. I don't think they trade him. Um, he's got 5.4, a year left. He's 31. I think he's a bright spot on this roster. Um, I don't think they trade him. I think they could get. I don't know if they could get ton back for him. Who would you want to play in the top six if I could choose the lines? Ooh, that's a good question. You keep Green and Bedard together. I really like Green and Bedard together, and then maybe throw like um man, I like Bertuzzi up there. I mean, Bedard plays really well with Bertuzzi. I think I would like to see Green, Bedard, Bertuzzi, and then the second line, Nazar and Tavo are good together, and then I would like to see like a Nick Lardis in the top six, and then like I know you're probably thinking, okay, where's Oliver Moore? I think Oliver Moore is the perfect third line center. I don't know, something like that. I have to get it on paper in front of me to really map it out. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're already going to be short on veterans, and I think out of all the guys you could trade, he's not one of them. And I don't even think the return would be that great. Nothing needle moving, at least. Let me answer this top six question again. Now I actually do have it in front of me. Yeah, I'd go Green, Bedard, Bertuzzi, Nazar, Teravainen, and Lardis, and then maybe like a more Mikheyev. I don't know, maybe like a more Mikheyev Slaggert would be interesting. Tavo only had a brief slump after Bedard got injured. He's been steady since. Young guys seem to respect. Yeah, exactly. He's been a pretty consistent bright spot on the team. He did have that one uh sort of slump there, but like I said, every player is going to go through slumps. Yeah, ideally it's going to be Frondell on that top line. I'm so excited for that. I mean, we could potentially see that in like 2.5, 3 weeks, depending on if Frondell makes the playoffs or not in Sweden. Yeah, I'm stoked for Frondell, and I think he's going to be one of those immediate impact players. Just because he's played with grown men, he knows how to play against grown men. The skill is there. I think it maybe the adjustment for him is going to be the speed of the game. Spencer Knight with the save. I haven't been paying attention. Chat's moving quick here. Man, Hawks are being outshot 12-4. Spencer Knight's made some pretty great pretty impressive saves. He's playing good tonight. It's starting to feel a little bit more like the Hawks are playing on their heels a little bit more as the period goes on, but definitely not as bad as we've seen throughout this season. Yeah, Frondell, Bedard, Green would be good, and then like a Nazar. Ooh, Nazar, Teravine, and Lardis. Yeah, and then like a Bertuzzi, Moore, Mikheyev. Oh, there's just so many possibilities. Yeah, I think you want to get Lardis with like a playmaker. I think it'd be really interesting to see him with Teravine. Stretch pass for Moore, he's just not going to be able to beat out the icing. You want to see how Lardis can play on a line with Frank or Bedard. Got to see him when they were out, and he was good without them. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true, Rylan. Okay, oh, it's not a commercial break. Next commercial break, I gotta go for like 30 seconds. I'll wait for a commercial though. Hawks win the draw. Bedard wins the draw. 2:04 to go in the period. Burakovsky. Again, Burakovsky with the pass to Bedard, and it's out of his reach. Like, I know I'm picking little things here, but he just can't make a good play. And if he does, it's followed by two bad plays. Like the negatives just outweigh the positives so heavily right now. Burakovsky tripped, no call though. Colorado's gonna try to start out here, flip it out to center. Ross Colton shot just wide, held in, shot blocked by Levshinov. He's gonna try to get it out. Good play by Levshinov, and he'll skate it out and just chip it in. Good play. End of a shift. That's a good play by Levshinov. Oh, good hit by Doc on the forecheck. I've missed Doc in the lineup. Don't get me wrong, I like Landon Slaggert. Um, but I just feel like Doc brings the physicality that Slaggert doesn't. And Slaggert's strengths are things we kind of already have in the lineup. Doc's gonna go for holding with 47 seconds to go. Colorado's gonna have a power play chance here. It's really exciting, like going over potential line combos. Just like there's so many different guys and so many different, oh, this guy's skill set could really complement this guy's skill set, and it's gonna be fun going forward to see what they do when Frondell is up here permanently, when Lardis is up here permanently. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Colorado has the worst power play in the NHL. I forgot about that. Last in the NHL at 15.1%. Hawks still with the top penalty kill in the league, despite going 0 for 1 last game. Still top of the league. Makar skates out. Good play at the line there by, was that Mikheyev? Yeah. Makar weaves in, checked. Murphy's going to get it. Can he get it out? He's being harassed by Makar. He's going to retrieve it. Avs get possession. Natchez across. Nelson's shot. Ooh, that was a floaty one, but Knight makes the save. That's so crazy that Colorado has the worst power play in the NHL. I would have never predicted that at the beginning of the year. Avs win the draw, but it's out. Good stick there by Vlasic. Ooh, Murphy stood up there or McKinnon stood up by Murphy, and that'll end the first period. Hawks up 1-0, being heavily outshot. Um, but there's some positives for sure to come out of that period. Absolutely. We will discuss those in this intermission, but I will be right back. 30 seconds. I just got to run to the washroom. Uh, don't go anywhere. We're back, and I have a dog with me. All right. What did you guys think of that first period? Let me catch up on the chat here. Phil says we looked a little gassed, or like the adrenaline wore off with about 5 minutes to go. Glad we got out of the period. Yeah, I thought as the period went on, we started to be a little bit more outplayed as the period went on. CM Punk and man, I haven't heard that name CM Punk isn't CM Punk a Blackhawks fan? I could have sworn CM Punk was a Blackhawks fan. Is he still doing it too? Is he still participating in the UFC? It's 1-0 in the first. Yeah, I mean, if you had told me the Hawks were going to get outshot, what was it, 14-3 or whatever, 4 or whatever the hell it was, and they'd be up 1-0, and it'd be a power play goal from Bedard, I'll take it. Puppy. Yeah, this puppy's name is Poppy, and she's my girlfriend's parents' dog. We're dog sitting right now. She's laying on my lap. I think she's tired. We took her for a long walk today, so I think she's tired. All right, I gotta check some of these intermission stats here. If any of you have watched my streams before, you know I'm obsessed with a few stats. I gotta check Money Puck here. I like to look at face-offs. I like to look at giveaways and takeaways and shots on goal. Those are my stats that I like to look at. Knight is my defense hero. Yeah. Spencer Knight had a really good first period. A few of those saves, they didn't look crazy, but they were really good saves. There was a couple deflections and a couple kind of um deceptive shots. Punk is a huge Hawks fan. Yeah, I could have sworn I'd seen him like pictures of him in Hawks jerseys before. Nice love dogs. Yeah, I mean who doesn't? She's the sweetest. Okay, let's check some stats here. Time on ice. Interesting. Without looking, guess who leads the Hawks in time on ice through that first period? Not somebody I would have guessed. Normally it's like Bedard. Normally it's like Bedard, Vlasic, or Levshinov. I feel like are the ones I see a lot. But without looking, guess who leads the team in time on ice through 20? Shots on goal. All right. See how the faceoffs are doing here. So Dickinson is 4-4-3. Bedard is 2-on-2, 2-2. Foligno is 2-3. Nazar is 1-1. Teravainen is 0-1. Okay. And then I want to look at giveaways and takeaways too. Yeah, that's a weird period to analyze. Hits. Connor Murphy, 3 hits on the night. He did absolutely stand up uh McKinnon, which was awesome. That was good to see. Windy City Hockey, welcome. I've followed you on Twitter for a long time, and I watch your videos sometimes too. I love your jersey unboxing videos. As a jersey collector myself, I can really appreciate your jersey videos. So welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Takeaways, no one on the Hawks apparently had any takeaways in that first period, according to Money Puck. And Bedard, Teravainen, Vlasic, and Foligno had giveaways. Any D zone giveaways? Alex Vlasic with the only D zone giveaway. Nobody guessed who led the Hawks in time on ice in that first period. It was Matt Grzelcyk with 8:18. Then you got Vlasic with 8:13, Crevier with 7:01, and then Bertuzzi leading forwards with 6:36. Bedard at 6:19. Who didn't get much ice time? That's what I want to know. Korchinski only played 2 minutes in that first period. Yikes. 2 minutes for Korchinski. He had 4 shifts. Did he do anything else? All 4 were started on the fly. And that's it. Oh, what's this stat? He had 1 hit. Okay. Korchinski with a hit. Yeah. He did not do much, but to be fair, he only had 4 minutes on the ice. Or sorry, 2 minutes on the ice, not even. 4 shifts, 2 minutes for Korchinski. It's just crazy to me that he's not getting power play time. Got another unboxing video coming Monday, right before the game, but haven't opened it yet, so I'm planning to open it Monday. I want to ask who it is, but I also don't want to spoil it for me or anybody else who plans to watch. I was gonna say Berkey led the team for time on ice just because the universe is funny like that. Yeah, I would not be surprised. How did Levshinov do in that first period? Um, I noticed 2 positives. The playing the body on Landeskog, who Landeskog is no he's not an easy guy to knock over. So that was good. I like that. And then he had a play where he was trying to break the puck out. He kind of bobbled it, got checked, got it back, and kind of skated through 2 guys, skated it out, and then had the wherewithal to realize he's at the end of a shift, and he dumped it in and changed. So there was 2 plays I really liked there from Levshinov in the first period. Nestor Still had a good game yesterday. Goal and assist both on the power play. Nestor Still is going to be great. I'm excited for that guy. Very excited for that guy. Levshinov has been solid today. He's been aggressive using the body. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I thought he had a good period. I'm trying to find certain stats from that first period here, and I'm not finding what I'm looking for. There we go. Shot attempts 29-14 for Colorado. Shots on goal 14-4 for Colorado. Scoring chances 12-7 for Colorado. So Hawks being outplayed. Um, no surprise there, but it doesn't feel as dominant as the numbers would suggest. In Korchinski's last NHL game nearly 2 months ago, he played pretty well and ended up with an assist. I thought we'd have a little more faith in him. Props to Lev for some. Yeah, um, yeah, I agree. He came up for that 2-game stint. And I agree, he looked really good. He had a nice assist, kept the play alive. I remember the goal. He kept the play alive. Bedard, beautiful pass to Lardis, who just sniped it. Um, yeah, I was hoping they'd have more faith in him, but the issue I think with him, I don't think the issue has ever been on the offensive side of the puck. It's his ability to play the body and to box out. He's he needs to put on some muscle. He needs to put on some size. And for whatever reason, he just doesn't do it. I don't understand. Yeah, after this game, Boisvert, First Providence, Mustard, and Sumph, and UMass. Yeah, man, we have so many guys. I can't keep up with all our prospects. That's another guy who I'm excited for is Boisvert. Yeah, that's the thing too with Knight. He's not giving up a lot of rebounds. Unrelated, but do you think Chicago will take Kane or Taves for their last year and make them finish with the Blackhawks? I don't know. I'm leaning no, and the reason I'm leaning no is just because we have so many, and I feel like such a broken record because in every conversation, this is the reasoning, but we have so many young players, um, that it would be hard to justify, I think, filling a roster spot with a veteran for the sake of, you know, of who they are, like Kane or Taves. I could see it happening if um the Hawks are in a win say the Hawks are in a winning position next year by the trade deadline and they have a good mix of young guys who are NHL ready playing on the team, and then they have some guys who are still playing in the AHL who just aren't ready to come up yet. I could see them adding, maybe adding a Kane or something, for that. But I don't know. I don't really see that happening. You met Boisvert at the draft in Vegas. That's awesome. Was he a nice guy? I assume he was a nice guy. That's awesome. I haven't met too many Hawks players in my time, unfortunately. I met a few. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the Hawks come out in the second. It's funny because at the beginning of the year, the second period was a real challenge for this team. But I feel like as the season has gone on, it's become almost more of a strength. I don't know if I'd call it a strength actually, but it's definitely gotten better, and I do not worry as much. Frank Saravalli's talking about Mikheyev. I I don't want to say anything bad, but Frank Saravalli is not my favorite insider. That's what I'll say. Where the Hawks have to capitalize here, they're getting a lot of chances off the rush in that first period. There was a few odd man rushes they had where it just didn't connect. Like they were about to have a 3-on-1, and Burakovsky fumbled the puck. They had a 3-on-2, and Nazar's pass got deflected out of play. They're getting a lot of odd man rushes on the fly. I think they got to start trying to take advantage of that. Personally, you wish CHSM would drop Saravalli. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset. He's not my cup of tea. Green didn't return. Ooh, I gotta check Twitter now. What happened to Green? I didn't notice him go down. See, this is where not having sound on the TV hurts. Uh, where is an update on Green? Someone surely would have tweeted out an update on Green, right? Ben Pope. Oh, Charlie Meliodas. Green didn't play the final 8:21 of the first period, which was not on Chicago's bench when the period ended. What the hell happened? Saravalli's awful, no hesitation admitting that. Yeah, I try to be careful with what I say on camera, but yeah, I don't disagree with that statement. Yeah, now I'm really curious now to if they give an update on Green. I'm gonna keep Twitter open just so I can see if we do get any updates here. Saravalli, Scott Powers. Mm, Scott Powers always got the updates. He's got a good shot. Yeah, I'll be honest. I hate to admit it. I haven't done much of a deep dive on Boisvert. I've a little bit, but like who I've been watching a lot of lately is Bame, Nathan Bame. He's been lighting it up this year for Kamloops. Stream is Hog. Thanks, Jazzcarn. Right when I saw Hog, I didn't even have to look at the username. I knew who it was. I'm gonna have to get you on here sometime. Have you been watching the whole time, or did you just tune in now? Where's where has uh Darren Pang been? It's been Tony Granado on lately. I love Tony Granado, but I'm just curious. Is Darren Pang working other games or something? You've been here in the shadows. You're really good at being in the shadows. Boisvert was nice to meet. You got a photo with him. He seemed super excited. Granted, he was just drafted, so yeah, he's obviously going to be stoked. He just got drafted. Sean says, "Yeah, and I see he should be a good one. Bem is going to play in college. Yeah, I was just looking at it. Where did he commit to? Um, was it Denver? No, I only say that because I'm looking at the TV and they're showing the Avalanche. Pang is with TNT. Yeah, he does do a lot of games with them. Where is he committed to? Arizona State. Yeah, he's going to Arizona State. Good for him. Here we go. We're starting up here. Gotta change the period here. Come on, Hawks. Don't make me go 1-5-1 here, please. We got 10 people in here for the second period. I love that. Thank you to everybody watching. Be sure to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't yet. Helps out a ton. Oh, sorry if you heard that. The microphone just made a loud noise. I have a bad habit of constantly playing with the microphone. I gotta stop. We'll be back in the intermission. All right, Windy City. I'll see you in the intermission. Thanks for stopping by. The mute button came in handy. I had to sneeze. Still no green. I wonder. I didn't. Did you guys notice anything? I didn't notice anything. I didn't notice him get injured or notice him in any sort of discomfort at any point. Colorado setting up with 45 seconds to go on the power play. Held in by McCarr. Shot, deflect. Oh, hit Murphy and went just wide. What's up, Calvin? Welcome back. Avs moving it around. McKinnon. Oh, tried to stuff it. McCarr keeps it in. 29 seconds. In front. Landeskog. Shot by Natchez just wide. And that's going to be out and down the ice with 20 seconds to go. Yeah, I gotta keep Twitter open for those green updates. Taves keeps it in with 1 second to go on the power play. That'll do it. Colorado keeps possession. Grizzlick gets possession behind the net, finds Crevier. Try to start the breakout. Teravainen off the boards, gets it out. Is it going to be icing? No, not going to be icing. Doc in on Taves. Good hit by Doc. Stretch pass. Lehkonen drops. Shot. I think Knight got a piece of that. Oh. Oh, Bedard gets taken down. No call. Yeah, Calvin, I don't know. Like, that's absolutely mind-blowing that Colorado has the worst ranked power play in the NHL, and it's 15%. That's brutal. I don't know how it's so bad. Offside? Too many men? Or offside? Is it too many men? I think the Hawks are getting another power play. Yep, power play time, says Sean. Oh, the dog is up. I'm gonna have to move the microphone here. Poppy, you're in the way a little bit. Poppy, say hi. Poppy, look up here. Ah, nope. Oh, Green is back on the bench. They just showed Green. He's back on the bench. Was that intentional by Levshinov? If that was intentional by Levshinov, that's a great play. On the breakout, he threw it at Colorado's bench, right at Ross Colton, or whoever the extra guy was. If that was intentional by Levshinov, that was a really good play. Hawks win the draw. Bedard's got it. Ah, tries to find Nazar. Bertuzzi finds Nazar. Oh, checked. Colorado's going to get it out. Yeah, if that was intentional by Levshinov, that was a great play. I like to think it was, but it probably wasn't. All right, Levshinov's going to start out again. Up for Bertuzzi. Ah, drop pass. Out of the reach. Poodle? No, she's a. What kind of dog is Poppy again? A Bellington Terrier. Oh, 2-on-1 shorthanded. Nelson. Great play by Levshinov. Levshinov, for the second game in a row, breaks up a 2-on-1. Yeah, exactly, Phil. Levshinov's having a great game. I really hope that too many men play was intentional. Because if it was, that was brilliant. He's having a great night. Oh, something's happening. Bedard is in it with Taves. We got penalties on the play. We had the puck when the whistle went, so are we getting the penalty? Yeah, I gotta put the dog. I gotta put the dog down. Oh, there you go. Is Bedard getting one? Bedard gets 2 minutes for slashing. Great play by Levshinov. Ah, unfortunately, that is a penalty. Can't argue that one. 4-on-4 for 54 seconds here. Ooh, I just saw a Jalmerson jersey in the crowd. That's beautiful. Green is back out there on the ice. Oh, Nichushkin just wide. Oh, that bounced right back out in front of the net. Crevier is going to skate it out to Burakovsky. Oh, no. Burakovsky hands it off to Green. Green gets it in. Good forecheck by Burakovsky. Kills some time. Green on the puck. Hawks not letting the Avalanche break out here. Nichushkin drops it. Drury. Makar is going to skate it out. Back in. Is that Natchez? Drops to Makar. Kale Makar. So fast around the net. Stops up. Looking. Natchez. McKinnon. Back to the top. Back to Makar. Bobbled it. Avs on the power play. Back to the point. Back across. Oh, McKinnon. Landeskog. Oh, just wide. I don't know if Knight got a piece of that. Natchez, good stick by Mikheyev. Grizzlick's gonna get it. He's got time and he'll get it out. 40 seconds to go on the kill. McKinnon skates it through. Kind of checked at the line. Tavo, great play to get it out. Good play by Teravainen. Nelson skates it back in. Natchez. 15 seconds to go. Taves. McKinnon takes it to the net, centers it, and Teravainen's going to get it out. That should kill the last 8 seconds. Chips it in. Vlasic is first on it. Rims it around. Oliver Moore off the bench. Oliver Moore's got it. Levshinov. Great spin move by Levshinov. Oh, and then he gets the puck knocked off him, and then he gets it back. Good stick by Levshinov there. Burakovsky skates it in. He's still got it. Tries to find Nazar. You got Korchinski on the ice. Burakovsky's going to go. Burakovsky gets a tripping penalty. Ah. And the Hawks back to the penalty kill. I got to see a replay of that. I mean, it looked like a pretty blatant trip. But let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he tripped him. It's too bad. Gotta kill another one here. I'm liking the effort this period. The Hawks are they got a little more what's the word? A little more bite to their game. Yeah, Rylan. I don't know if I do either. Saved by Knight on McKinnon. Vlasic gets it. It's got a little bit of time. Rims it around. It's not out. Held in by Nelson. Murphy. McKinnon, they battle down low. Natchez. Look at it set up again here. Makar. Plays it around. Nelson. McKinnon. Makar, I don't like this. Blocked, and it's out. Son of a gun, this period is about survival. If they keep taking damn penalties, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that's the thing too. That it goes back to the rant I had earlier about why isn't Burakovsky held to the same standards as everyone else? Why does he have such a longer leash than everybody else? It doesn't make any sense. Shot saved by Knight. Knight saw all of that. 58 seconds to go on the kill. That's crazy. Colorado was the most points in the NHL, the most goals per game in the NHL, and the worst power play in the NHL. Imagine how good they would be if their power play was even like middle of the pack. I mean, they already are really good. Imagine how much better they would be if they had like a 20%, even like a 5% increase, a 20% power play. McKinnon's got it. Spins off Dickinson. Centers. Saved by Knight. Oh, Dickinson couldn't get it. Makar's got room. McKinnon jumped over his stick. McKinnon's got it. Makes a move on Dickinson. Now on Mikheyev. Sends it to the corner. Crevier is going to get it out. Let's go. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Blackwood will play it. Devin Taves. Puck chipped in. Murphy might have a little bit of time here. Plays it to Grizzlick. Just eat it. 10 seconds. Murphy, it was in his feet. Murphy will clear it. Yep. They do have so much talent. Like when you have a top unit of McKinnon, Makar, Natchez, Landeskog, and who else is on top unit? Nichushkin? Like how can you not score? That's out of play. 12:20 to go. Shots are 17-4 for Colorado. It didn't sink in until right now. The Hawks have 4 shots on goal, and we're almost at the halfway point of the game. We got to be going for some kind of record here. Apparently, the Avs only like a challenge and scoff at power play opportunities. Yeah, yeah. No kidding. They're like, we don't need any handouts here. We can do it 5-on-5. And credit to them, they can. It's just sinking in now. The Hawks only have 4 shots. That is absolutely unacceptable. We're getting a lot of defensive reps. That's good, right? Develop those young guys. I gotta send out a really important tweet about Levshinov having a good night. It's a must. Gotta recognize the good game. Feel like the Avs are trying too hard. Yeah, I feel like they're kind of I don't know. I feel like they're trying to force it. Wow. They don't have a shot on goal in the second period. That's nuts. That's crazy. Yeah, I know you're joking. I know you're joking. Shot just wide. Avs won the draw. Centering. Oh, interesting. You have Green, Foligno, and Donato out there with Grizzly and Levshinov. The Grizzly Levshinov pairing is playing better tonight. I didn't like them the other night. I haven't been a fan of that pairing, but they're playing better tonight. Where do I think the sixth defense will be at the start of next year? I'll do the left side, then the right side. The left side, the left side, I think it's a lock for your top two on the left to be Vlasic Kaiser. And then the third spot, one of Korchinski or Del Mastro. And then on the right, and this is assuming they don't add anybody. This is just who they have now. I would say on the right, you could go Crevier with Vlasic because you know that works. You could go Renzel with Vlasic because that works. But I think it'll be a mix of uh Crevier, Renzel, and I mean you could have Del Mastro on that side because he can play both. But I think the top four is kind of a lock with a mix of Vlasic, Kaiser, Renzel. Uh, oh, I forgot Levshinov. Um, yeah. So I think on the right you'll have some sort of I don't know what order, but Crevier, Renzel, Levshinov. Um, those will probably be the six, and then you could have like seventh being EDM. But the issue with that, and the reason I've said in videos a couple times, like, do you consider re-signing Grizzlick for a veteran presence? Although if you want a veteran presence, you could probably go out there and get someone better suited to be a mentor than Grizzlick. So I don't know. Do they want to have because it is risky running 7 kids. I mean, the oldest guy is going to be 25. So it's a risk. So it also depends on if they want to add a veteran. If they add a veteran, well, then I guess it's going to be one of Korchinski or EDM that sit in the minors, and I would hate to see either of them in the minors. But maybe someone gets moved. I don't know. Oh, Hawks going to the attack now. It's the third line. Nothing comes of it though. Oh, Bedard. Oh, pinch play by Vlasic there. Colorado gets it back. Turnover up the middle. Green's gonna skate it in. Ryan Green. Oh, shoot it. Oh, whiffed on it. Oh, shot. Burakovsky. Oh, save. Ah, and it's out. Crevier seems like a keeper. Seems like him and Bertuzzi play much better with Blashill. Yeah, Crevier has really come out of nowhere this year. For me, in terms of like pairings next year, Levshinov is the big question mark. Like, is he going to end the year strong, come into next year strong, or is he still going to be really struggling? But I think it's going to be on the left, you'll have Vlasic, Kaiser, Korchinski, I would like to see. And then on the right, you'll have like a Crevier, uh, Rinzel, not in any order, but like a Crevier, Rinzel, and Levshinov. I think those six will be the guys back there, and then seven either being like a veteran or maybe you do go with an Ethan Del Mastro and you run all kids. So I don't know. Oh, a shot just wide by the Avalanche. Ah, Grizzly can't get it out, and Nichushkin whiffed on it. Nelson's got it. Cuts to the net. Good stick by Green. Blocked by Levshinov. Hawks kind of on their heels right now. First line is tired. Everyone out there has been out there about a minute and a half or over. Natchez across Makar. Good save by Knight. A much needed whistle. Thoughts on Corch? Um, I've just made a whole video about it, but um, his issue, he's got to put on size. The offensive side of the puck, his skating, his play with the puck isn't an issue. It's his physicality. He needs to put on size. And I also think he needs to be given a longer stint because he played 76 games in his rookie year, the 23-24 season. And since then, in the past 2 years, he's had, I think, 3 or 4 stints in the NHL, none of them longer than 9 games. So he needs time because if you're going to call someone up, someone that young, that inexperienced, they need time to get acclimated and work and get comfortable at the NHL level. We saw it with Lardis Moore and Nazar. It takes them a few games. It takes them a handful of games to get acclimated. You think it should be Vlasic, Rinzel, Kaiser, Levshinov, and then Korch and Crevier, and have Grizzlick as a seventh or another vet because there's definitely going to be a time when one of the young guys is bad. Yeah, I think you do need to have a vet, and that's why I've become more open to the idea of re-signing Grizzlick. But there, you could, if you're getting a vet for leadership, there's probably better options than Grizzlick. Avs doing too much. Yeah, it seems like they're just making that an extra pass. They're trying to make that extra pass. Although I can see them not just wanting to throw the puck on net because Spencer Knight's having a good night and he's not giving up any rebounds. So I can kind of see why. Like the Hawks to string together a few more shifts in the offensive zone here. They got to get something going. Like you can't just. There's no way they're holding a 1-0 lead the rest of the game. You can't rely on that. I mean, they could, but you can't plan for let's just shut it down. Like you gotta keep going here. You gotta push for some more offense. Get another one. The message on the bench right now should be get another one. Moore's gonna beat out the icing. Yeah, Phil, I agree with you in the fact that Murphy would be a better veteran to have around than Grizzlick. Um, I do agree with that, but Murphy will get you more back. And I also feel like as a thank you to everything he's done for Chicago, send him to a playoff team. Let him play in the playoffs. But I 100% agree with Murphy would be a better veteran to keep around on the back end than Grizzlick. Colorado breaking out. Shots are 20-6 with 8 minutes to go. Natchez, oh, he's got room, but he drops to McKinnon. See, it's that extra pass. Natchez had room, and he dropped it to McKinnon. He should have just shot that. Foligno skates onto it. Fourth line out there. Foligno out front, shot by Murphy just wide. Korchinski's got it. Korchinski in the offensive zone. Tried to throw it low, but Burns picked it off. I haven't noticed Korchinski at all tonight. I want to check his ice time again because I I feel like they just haven't used him that much. Next whistle. Remind me. Check Korchinski's ice time. You'd be 100% on board with trading Korch in a package to move up in the draft for McKenna or Stenberg or to get Bedard a winger. Yeah, I don't know if you're trading for the pick that gets you McKenna. I don't think I think whoever has that pick's not giving it up, especially for Kevin Korchinski. I know it would be Kevin Korchinski plus, but my point still stands. I don't think you're I don't think you're trading for a McKenna or Stenberg like the pick. I think whoever gets that pick is keeping it. Dickinson shot just wide. For me, I'm pretty like, oh, Levshnov tried to do a touch pass. He couldn't. Drury drops. Good stick by Grzelcyk. For me, I'm fully on team wait it out. Wait until these guys develop more and then you know what you have and then you trade to fill the gaps. That's the path I support right now. I don't think you should be trading Korchinski right now. I don't think you should be trading any of the young guys right now. But I'm not a GM, so Kyle Davidson might disagree. Although I don't think he does. Do we have another penalty or is that offside? I think it's offside. 6:07 to go. Shots are 20-6 for the Avalanche, and the score is somehow, thanks to Connor Bedard, 1-0 Chicago. And thanks to Connor Bedard and Spencer Knight, 1-0 Chicago. Murphy may want to leave. Yeah, did you see that quote from him the other day where he was like, oh, I'm paraphrasing, but he was like, oh, I love Chicago, but I also want to play in the playoffs. Like, I'm torn, you know? So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Like, I guess, like, I mean, everyone was so certain that he was going to get traded, but I guess there's a world where he's like, actually, I don't want to go, you know? I guess that could happen. Bedard lines out there. Bedard starts through the neutral zone, skates it in, stops up. He's still got it, has a bit of room, still got it, drops it for Crevier, bomb, save, loose, jamming in front of the net. Oh, Burakovsky. Oh, Burakovsky put into it with Lehkonen. The dog's barking. Bobby, it's okay. Oh, Moore was on the ice too. When did Moore get on the ice? Did we have 4 forwards out there? Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. You know, one thing, and this is not a complaint at all. It's a good thing. We've been getting more people in these streams watching, so the chat's been moving faster, and I found now that I'm missing more of the game because I haven't figured out how to balance reading the chat and watching the game. So that's something I've been working on is balancing that. You did see that quote. Yeah, it's got to be tough. I mean, he's been here so long. His home is here. I mean, I'm sure he loves living. I mean, who wouldn't love living in Chicago? It's a beautiful city. Um, yeah, it's got to be tough to leave. Moore did almost have that. I didn't even realize he was on the ice, to be honest with you. Oh, I gotta check Korchinski's ice time. Wow, he's played 346. The next lowest wow. Okay. Kevin Korchinski has played 346 tonight. The next lowest defenseman is Connor Murphy with 1020. and I get like a portion of that is penalty kill time, and because Korchinski doesn't have that. But still, man, that's crazy. Does Murphy have kids? Not that I know of, but I couldn't tell you for sure. But I don't think he does. I mean, what good is under 4 minutes gonna do Kevin Korchinski? Crevier loses his stick. Nice. Nazar skates it out. He's got some speed. Finds Teravainen. Comes in offside. Nazar went down with the line and it's offside. Man, Nazar needs a goal so bad. It was a nice little breakout pass by Moore with two guys on him too, and he was still able to get that to Nazar. Nice. I got the Bertuzzi highlight reel going right now. Green wins the draw, and Korchinski's gonna dump it in. Korchinski off the ice immediately, and now it's Vlasic and Murphy. Okay. Burakovsky couldn't get a stick on it. Not going to be icing, though. Green in after it. Makar. Oh, Makar turns it over. Bedard's got it. Ah, he had no speed. Um, I kind of, I would say I half pay attention to it as the season goes on, and then post trade deadline. Oh, Bedard. Oh, and then post trade deadline is when I start to ramp up my interest in the draft. But I would like to start paying more attention to it earlier in the year for sure. They need to play Korchmore. He's not a liability. Yeah, I mean, if he is a liability, they haven't even given him a chance to show it yet. So, yeah, they need to play him more. Oh, to the net. 4 minutes to go here in the second. I mean, I haven't noticed Korchinski in any sort of negative or positive way tonight. So it's not like he's done, he's been bad in his not even 4 minutes on the ice. I want to know if the lack of ice time is coming from Blashill or Davidson. After the lottery, you care? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's easier when you know where you're picking, and then you can kind of zero in on the guys that are going to fall around that number. It's tough when you have no idea and you're like, all right, now I gotta figure out what the deal is with like 20 different guys. Man, can the Hawks get out of this period? 3:41 to go. Shots are 21-8. But nothing. One thing I will say is one, Spencer Knight is playing well, and he's not giving up many rebounds, which I think might be part of the reason why Colorado is maybe making one too many passes sometimes, is because they know that if they're going to beat Knight, it's going to have to be on a good play. And two, not really any high danger chances for Colorado. Not many, at least, that I've really noticed. Chicago's doing a good job of kind of keeping them wide. Yeah, they're sheltering him. Yeah. Korchinski's got the puck now. Tries to break it out. Just gives it to Colorado defenseman. Korchinski drives his man behind the net. Foligno up to Doc, and he'll skate it out. Chips it in. Kale McCarr's got it behind his own net. Shots this period, despite the big gap, it's only 7-5 Colorado are the shots this period. Other than Stenberg and McKenna, no forwards in the draft. No forwards are really top six wingers that are really scorers. Uh, I really have no clue what they would go with if they didn't get either of them. Yeah, I don't know. I would love a someone's getting a trip. Who is it? Oliver Moore is getting a trip. And another late power play for the Avs. Ooh, let me see the replay of that again. Yeah, I guess that's a trip. Just a good play by Natchez. I don't know. I would love Ethan Belchetz, the massive winger. I would love him on the team. Know who I would like? And this might be an unpopular opinion. Ryan Lynn would be interesting. But do we need another smaller defenseman? Moore is a menace out there. I like it. Yeah, he is. He really is. Yeah, I don't like the penalty either. I credit that more to a good play by Natchez than a bad play by Moore. But yeah, you don't want to be taking a penalty late in the period again. Like I know Colorado has the worst power play in the league, but if you keep giving them power plays, eventually they're gonna get one. Really, Green's leading rookies in faceoffs, like faceoff percentage or faceoff wins. Oh, both wins and I think you meant to say percentage or in faceoffs taken. But that's awesome. He's a jack of all trades, man. Like he's not amazing at one thing, but he's good at everything. And that's a really important player to have. Wheeler high forward. Yeah, well, I'm hoping like I said, I'm hoping the solution is already here. Like I'm hoping that's a Frondel or a Cancer off. So that's another reason I'm not on team trade for like a Jason Robertson. Like I'm hoping that is already here in Frondel or Cancerov. I'm hoping. Nazar was shaky last game, invisible this game. Not sure what's happening with him. Yeah, he's having a tough go. I'm hoping that I mean he's working hard, and he's doing some of the small things right, a lot of the small things right, and I'm just hoping that it just starts to go for him. Oh, McKinnon. Oh, he whiffed on it. 25 seconds to go on the power play. Both taken and wins. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Thank you for that stat. That's really cool. Makar keeps it in. 15 seconds to go. Nelson, Makar, Natchez, McKinnon. Oh, he skied it. 2 seconds. One. That'll do it for the power play. 10 seconds in the period. McKinnon. Oh, Makar. Oh, with 8 seconds left, Kale Makar. It's that late penalty, man. It's that late penalty. You can't be taking late penalties. That's a late penalty in the second and first. McKinnon gets it low, just feathers it. Moore can't get back in time. Great pass by McKinnon. That's a tough shot to read too. Yeah, that's a tough one. Well, we got a 1-1 game going into the third, ladies and gentlemen. Brutal. That's tough. That sucks the energy out of whatever energy would have been in the locker room. Now you're going into the locker room not feeling great. Yeah, I like Belchitz too. I just don't know how much he's going to score in the NHL. Also, I think there's probably no chance they take Lynn. He's been dropping so much, the Hawks couldn't even use him on the power play. Yeah, last I checked, he was like ranked like around ninth or 10th. Yeah, like I'm a fan of Lynn, but like I said, he probably isn't the smart choice for this team to take. I just am personally a fan. All right. Time for some more stats. Let's see what we got going on here in the second period. Belchet's not very physical for his build either, is he not? Those goals under a minute are killer. Yeah. Oh yeah, they'll suck the life out of you. We kind of deserve to be scored on there. Yeah, I mean you take enough penalties, like I said, even if it's the worst power play in the league, you take enough penalties and you also are being outshot. What is it? Whatever 25-8 or whatever it is. Yeah, you're asking to be scored on. I agree. You gotta start playing some offense here. Like I said, the message definitely should not be just keep them off the board. It's got to be stay hungry and get another one. And now it's a tie game. Vlasic leading the team with 1651. Let's check Korchinski. Yeah, Korchinski has 443. And what has he done in that time? In that time, he has one shot block, 10 shifts. Um, anything else? No shot attempts. One hit still. Oh, he has 3 giveaways. Kevin Korchinski, in less than 5 minutes, has 3 giveaways, one of them in the defensive zone. I don't like that. That's rough. Not a fan of that. Oliver Moore with 2 shots on goal so far. Jason Dickinson is 6-5 on the dot. Frank Nazar is 3-2. Connor Bedard not having a good night on the dot. He's 2-4. Ryan Green, we just talked about. You were just telling me that he leads rookies in faceoffs taken and won. He's 1-5 tonight, so he's not having a good night, unfortunately. But that happens. No matter how good you are at anything, you're gonna have off nights. So I'm not reading too much into that. Just an off night. Shot attempts. Connor Bedard has 4 shot attempts. Yeah, that will get your time cut. You have less than 5 minutes on the ice and 3 giveaways, one of them in the defensive zone. Yeah, you're right. Murphy with 4 hits, Colton Dock with 4 hits, and then a whole bunch of guys with one. Levshinov and Donato each with a takeaway. Korchinski leading with 3 giveaways. A few guys have one. Yeah, that's tough. I'm rooting for him. Like I really am. I want, and I'm sure a lot of you guys. I want to see Korchinski succeed. You know, he's just not doing himself any favors. They got Frank Saravalli on again. Will altitude play a factor against the Hawks, or will playing 3 games in 4 days play a factor against the Avs? Well, 3 games in 4 days will affect any team. I've heard players say like the altitude thing with Denver. Um, is it true? I don't like. I mean, I know it's true that they're the altitude thing, but like, how much does that really affect the players? I've always wondered that. Off night, it's all good. Show up in the third period. Yeah, the thing is, like, no matter how the first 2 periods have gone, you're tied going into the third. That's where we're at. Don't look at if you're the players, like, don't look at the shots on goal. Don't look at the puck possession or anything like that. It's a 1-1 game going into the third. Well, that's the thing too. Like maybe he's thinking too much out there. Like I said earlier, it's his first game. You got to give him time to get acclimated. That's why he needs more than a 9-game stretch. Give him 15, 20 games to really get comfortable and to figure things out because you got to let him figure it out. And then also at that point, if he's still failing after, 20 games in a row, and if he starts to fail again next year, at least then you know for sure what you probably have or don't have. Whereas if you're only playing him a handful of games here and there, you haven't fully learned what you have in him yet. So for better or for worse, he needs to play more games. Yeah, exactly. Let him play through the mistakes. Let him learn. Like he's got to learn what he can and can't do, what he can and can't get away with, because it's a different game than the AHL. It really is. Trying to quickly update my game notes here for the post game. That's another thing I'm trying to like learn to balance is normally before I started live streaming, what I would do is when I would watch the game, I'd be taking notes for the post game show, so I'd kind of be able to reflect on key moments of the game. And now that I'm doing the live streams, it's harder to take these notes, and I find I go to do the post game after, and I blank on what's happened. So forgive me, I need to kind of update my notes a little bit here as we go. Love the stream. Thank you. Oh, that's a name I have not seen before, and it's not showing me the full name, so I gotta open it on my phone. Gnome Hunter. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Um, if you're new here, welcome. I don't know if maybe you've been watching for a while and not commenting. Either way, I appreciate it. And if you are brand new here, thank you as well. I feel like I could have worded all that way better. Either way, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what the worst part of hockey is? The intermissions. I miss the hockey. Yeah, I mean, it's a fresh slate in the third. I feel like that's how the Hawks got to look at it. Fresh slate. A 1-1 game, a tie game. Doesn't matter what's happened in the previous 40. You win the 20 minutes, you win the game. I feel like that's got to be the message. You have trust you have trust in your goalie. So, play play confident in the offensive zone. Like it's not like when Soderblom's in net, you can tell the way they play is scared to make mistakes. But with Knight in net, they don't play that way, and they got to lean into that. They have a goaltender they can trust. Like, start taking some chances, get some offense, and yeah, fresh slate, fresh 20. Riding your scooter on Milwaukee Ave while I listen. Oh, nice, nice. I appreciate it. I'm glad I can keep you entertained. Is it one of those like electric scooters? We have some of those here. Like you could rent them around the city. They're so much fun. I did that with some friends one time. We were like ripping around on the side streets. It was a lot of fun. Really excited for the post trade deadline. What the Hawks are going to look like. It's going to be even younger, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see it because Nick Lardis is going to have a permanent spot uh after the debt. Like when if Dickinson goes, assuming Dickinson goes, or whoever goes up front, or not Levshinov, Lardis is going to be the first call up, and I'm excited for that. He really impressed when he was up here last time. Good idea. What are the Hawks in the power play? Are they 1 for 3 tonight so far? I'm pretty sure they're 1 for 3. Man, this is a dud intermission. This is one of those intermissions where I just have no idea what to talk about. Pretty sure the Hawks are 1 for 3, and the Avs are what, 1 for 4? No, the power play had ended, so I'm pretty sure they're 0 for 3. They're 0 for 4, and we're 1 for 3. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Man, shots are 23-9. That's crazy. We're leading in hits. We're up 16-11 in hits. Blocks. We have 10 block shots. They have 6. I've heard Caleb Malholtra um has only gotten better as the years gone on lately. I've heard really good things about Caleb Malholtra. I could see him going like 4 or 5. Obviously, there's still a lot of hockey left to be played, but I don't know. Like, Caleb Malholtra is a center, right? I'm gonna look it up. I'm pretty sure he's a center. Yeah, center, and then Tynan Lawrence. Yeah, I don't know. I like Malholtra. I like Malholtra. Thing is though, like, do we need more centers? But you can't just pass up on a guy like that because he's a center, though. It's a lot easier to move guys from center to the wing than wing to center, so I guess it doesn't play too much of a factor. Best all-time player from the Blackhawks. Um, I mean, it's between Makita and Kane for me, but there's bias there because I never saw Makita play, but I saw Patrick Kane's whole career, so I gotta say Patrick Kane. I know it's the basic popular answer, but I gotta say Patrick Kane. Who would you say? Also, Rylan, would you prefer Tynan Lawrence or Caleb Malholtra? I think I would probably lean Malholtra, but I would not complain with Lawrence. Yeah, he plays for the Lumberjacks, doesn't he? Or he did play for the Lumberjacks. Forgive me. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough. Patrick Kane was your idol, but you've always been a defense guy. I same here with the Patrick Kane idol thing. Yeah, he was that for me too growing up. Who's your favorite defenseman? Who's your guy on defense? I was always a big, I mean, Keith obviously. Um, but I love Nicholas Hjalmarsson as well. Yeah, I'll be honest, like answering the Malhotra question, I'm not quite as dialed in on the prospects as I would like to be as we approach the draft here. So I'm by no means an expert in these guys. Keith hands down. Yeah, it's so hard not to say Duncan Keith. I mean, it's yeah. For Malhotra, scouts just say he has a limited offensive ceiling, and I personally think we need an offensive forward for Bedard. Like earlier, I said I don't know what they would do if they don't get one or two. Yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, what if they're put in a position where best player available is Verhoff? Because I feel like you can't pass up on that if he's the best guy available. I mean, it's a good problem to have in that sense of like we already have defensemen. Oh no, we have to add another elite prospect on the back end. So it's a good problem to have. Yeah, he went to Arizona after, right? And yeah, he never really. I mean, he was at the tail end of his career. Just showing a replay of that Makar goal again. That's tough. I mean, that's basically a power play goal. Moore was scrambling, hustling to get back into play, and Makar read it and pinched. Oh, here we go. We're starting up here. We're back. Third period underway. Let me update the scoreboard here. There we are. Oh, Scott, I didn't even see that was you that typed the thing about Jalmerson. Welcome. Fashionably late as always. All right, face off in the Hawk zone. Shot. Oh, you got Green, Dickinson, Mikheyev out there. And icing? Yeah. Hawks ice it. It's just that the top two defense in the draft now are sorry, I misread that. Top two defense in the draft are both right side, and what are you gonna do? Yeah, because then you'd have Rinzel, one of them, and Levshinov. So yeah, and then you'd basically be forced to trade one of them, and it probably wouldn't be the guy you just drafted, and it probably wouldn't be Levshinov. So yeah. Oh, Crevier shot. Rebound goes to Bertuzzi. Crevier keeps it in. Dickinson tries to center. Oh, Bertuzzi. Oh, just over the net. I like the way they're coming out here. Good shift here from this w- odd line of yeah. That's a weird line. Good shift though. I like that. Go. Oh, find Bernard. Oh, Bertuzzi skates it out. He's gonna skate it in by himself. He's checked by Taves. Good shift so far by Bertuzzi. He holds it on the wall. Where's the call? Oh, Grizzlick doesn't dump it. Oh, yep, delayed penalty. Okay, Hawks got the puck, empty net. We're getting a power play. Burakovsky, turn it over, I dare you. Nope, he didn't. Okay. Nazar skates it in. Rip it, Nazar. Oh, Bedard, he's got space. Oh, what a save by Blackwood. All right. Power play number 4. Huge opportunity to take the lead here. Honestly, I'm on vacation with the family and I was missing the entire game until now. Did not even try to go on the lead stream, even though I don't think he's streaming tonight. I think he is. I think he is streaming. Where are you vacationing? Where's your vacation happening? I could have sworn Lee was streaming. Let me look it up. Lee is live. I think. Yeah. It's okay. My stream is better. All right. Here we go. Power play. Top unit is out there. False. Puck drop. Face off one by Colorado. And it's cleared. You're in Vegas? Oh, nice. Nice. How long are you there for? I've never been, but yeah, I've always wanted to go to Vegas. I'd love to see a Golden Knights game. Are you seeing a Golden Knights game while you're there? Bedard skates it in. Colorado laid back on the blue line. Levshinov gets it. Hawks will set up. Bertuzzi. Oh, just muscled off the puck. And it's cleared. Blast been making some very questionable choices with the lines and playing time with the young guys with the vets who are playing poorly. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Nazar skates it into Teravainen. Makar's gonna get it. He's got lots of time. Oh, Bedard keeps it in. Oh no, 2-on-1 for the Avalanche. Drury, he's got all the time in the world. Makar, Drury. Oh, what a save by Spencer Knight. Oh, find Bedard for the breakaway. Bedard in alone. Oh, Nazar tried to center. Kept in by Foligno. Burakovsky. Now you get half the first unit. Oh, what a save by Blackwood. What a shot from Bedard. You got half the first unit with half the second unit. Grizzlick shot goes wide. Kelly's going to get the puck out. 30 seconds to go. You come home tomorrow going to the Utah game? Oh, Utah game would be fun. Oh, you're going to the Utah versus Chicago game. Oh, that's going to be a blast. Have fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully they can win for you. Burakovsky keeps it in. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Burakovsky looking to add to his 1 assist in 14 games. Keeps it into Green. Down low, Foligno. Back to Green. Oh, what a save. More. Foligno. Oh. Good pressure from the Hawks here. Burakovsky muscled off the puck at the line, and Colorado's going to get it out. Crevier. Dickinson chips it to center. I know we're selling this year, but wondering about the merit of trading for slash signing a Russian D-man to show Levshinov the ropes and keep his head on his shoulders. I would pay second or third for Zadorov. Honestly, I think Zadorov will cost you more than that. And that's one of the reasons I want them to keep Mikheyev around is for the language barrier. And it's the same thing when you have Kansterov too coming. Mikheyev would be useful there. But he wants term, and I don't think the Hawks are gonna give it to him. Scott, I know you're just trying to bait me with that comment. There's no way you despise Nazar and praise Burakovsky. I'm not falling for it. Shot. Oh, oh man, I can't. What a save by Knight on was that on Drury? That was nuts. And then Bedard on the break. I think he wanted a call there. Oh, and then what a shot too, and saved by Blackwood. Bedard had a couple grade A looks there. Top line out there. Bedard Green, I assume with Burakovsky. Is Bedard getting waived? No, just a warning. Bedard wins the draw. Levshinov, shoot it. Oh, didn't have a lane. Grizzlick, he shoots it. It goes wide. Kept in by Levshinov. Behind the net. Grizzlick pinches. Burakovsky spins. Oh, he's got room. Shoot it. Shot. Oh, couldn't get much on it. And it's chipped out. Hawks starting to put a little bit more pressure on offensively here. I mean, I know they just had a power play, but even since the power plays ended, they've been pushing it. Just out of the reach of Crevier. Burns behind his own net, rips it around. Out come the Avs. Nichushkin and Nelson. Nelson, good play by Korchinski. There's a play by Korchinski, and then he gets it to Nazar. Oh, Nazar, what was that pass? So there's a good play from Korchinski. And puck's out of play. The first play I've really noticed from Korchinski, good or bad, and that was a good play. Damn commercial break. Hopefully Kansterov and Levshinov can have a good relationship. I feel like whenever we see videos of the young guys bonding, Levshinov isn't a part of the group. You know what? You make a good point there, Rylan. I haven't really seen much footage of Levshinov like just hanging out with the guys, you know? That's a good point. You're right about that. That could be for a reason for him being in his head or low confidence. If you feel isolated on a team, make him feel that way. Yeah, I hope they don't make him feel that. I can't see them making him feel that way. It seems like a very warm, welcoming dressing room. I mean, hey, what do I know? I'm not there, but that's just what it seems like. I mean, he's just like he does strike me as a quiet guy. Maybe he just isn't the most social guy. I hope if he's not part of a lot of the socializing, I hope it's his decision and not just that he doesn't feel like he can be. Already needs a couple years before he can bond with English speakers. Some quality play next year will bridge the gap too. Yeah, you could be right about that. You absolutely could be right about that. Oh man, this is gonna be the Hawks have come out in this third period a lot better. This is gonna be a really interesting end of the game. I'm just I just don't want them to break my heart. Oh, what the fuck? The commercial break just cut back and it's mid play. Crazy. Levshinov behind his own net finds Grizzlick. He gets tied up by Nelson. I would have liked him to give it back to Levshinov there. Dickinson and Grizzlick battling. Colorado gets possession. Burns' shot is blocked. I think was that Bertuzzi? Tries again, goes wide. Manson can't keep it in. Burns goes back for it. 12:55 to go. 1-1 game. Nichushkin across the line. Chips it in. Taves. Cross for Drury. Centering. Taves. Malinsky, shot blocked. Taves, Malinsky, shot saved by Knight, rebound. Ah, was that Brindley? Gavin Brindley? I just specifically told them not to break my heart, and what did they do? I specifically asked them not to. Just get hemmed in, thrown on net by Malinskis. Levshinov falls. Yeah, Levshinov fell, and his man was wide open. Blackhawks Twitter is going to have a field day with that Levshinov clip. Yeah, it definitely could be the language barrier. Yeah, we were very passive there. We got hemmed in quick. Korchinski back to retrieve it. Brings it around for Green. Nice pass by Green to Bedard, and Bedard is got some room. Ah, couldn't do anything with it. Great breakout pass by Green there. You hate the Avs? Same here. I love Cale Makar and I love Nathan McKinnon and I love Gabriel Landeskog. Bedard's shot just wide. But the rest of the team can go pound sand. It's hard to come up with insults trying not to swear. Pound sand is the best I could do. Icing? Yeah. I want Bedard to just shoot that. I don't know what he was looking to do there. Although we did have backside pressure too, so shot might have not been doable. Artie is another garbage bust pick by Mr. Kyle. Vegas has changed you, man. Vegas has changed you. Actually, I can't say that. You've gone on record and said that in the past. Bedard trying to skate it in by himself, chips it in. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. People pick his mistakes and go, look at these mistakes. He's going to be a bust. And my argument to that is, well, look at the games that he's absolutely taken over offensively and the times that he's walked like four guys. Why not use that for a reason that he's going to be really good? You know? Like these mistakes are coachable, and he's only 20. He hasn't played a full year yet. Man, I've done the Levchinov speech like a million times. Um, but yeah, Scott, I'm not saying he doesn't suck, and I'm not saying he's amazing. I'm saying the time I think to come to a conclusion would be like 2 years from now. If 2 years from now the team sucks and his draft picks didn't pan out, I'll be the first to call Kyle Davidson a failure. But right now, you're still in the middle of his plan. The players are still all these players are still developing. I'm saving my judgment for when he has a chance to fully execute this plan and to see if it's a success or not. I don't blame people for being skeptical. I just think it's unfair to already come to a conclusion. That'd be like if I already came to a conclusion that his plan succeeded and we're going to win a cup. I can't come to that conclusion yet. I hope that happens. Ryan, you need a sign in the background that you point to whenever Lev Chanel's name comes up. Yeah. Yeah, true. I would like to have a nice little studio looking background one day. We'll get there. McKinnon's got it. Avs pressuring. Save time for having to give the same speech. Yeah, I feel like every day, whether it's on camera or to somebody, I'm giving the same, or on Twitter, I'm giving the same Lev Shinov speech and Kyle Davidson speech. I won't turn on Kyle until we are still dog shit next year. Then I'm really questioning the process. That's fair. Because for me, like, in my opinion, Like the expectation this year was to take a step forward. And to me, that step forward was taken. And that was evident when we were fighting for a playoff spot all of October uh, and November and part of December. So for me, there's your step forward. Now, next year, you need a bigger step on top of that. And if that's not there, then you can start asking questions. But like next year, like this year, we were competitive and good up till end of November. Next year, if we're competitive and fighting for a spot up until late January, February, that's another step in the right direction, and I'll be happy with it. To me, the expectation next year is to be a competitive team for majority of the season. Yes, get the Levshinov sign. I'll just get a giant sign behind me that says Levshinov and then the greater than sign and Demidov. That'll really piss people off. Power play. Bedard got hauled down. How worried 1 to 10 are you about Nazar? It's starting to concern me how long he hasn't been playing good. Um, it'll concern me when he's making 6.5. That's what I'll say. Because right now he's still a guy who hasn't played a full season on his entry level, who's experiencing the ups and downs of development. But when he's making 6.5 and he's no longer just a young guy, he needs to be one of the he is getting paid like a top player, and he's not. That's when I'll start to be worried. But until he's making 6.5, I'm not that worried. But like, yeah, if we start the season next year and we get through October and he's not looking great, that's might be worrisome. Tony at LC Signs. Is Tony at LC Signs the guy I see on TikTok, the Asian guy on TikTok who will like he'll clip like a funny video at the start of his? Is that the guy? Because if so, I would definitely get a sign from him. I think we would have stayed competitive, but the wheels fell off with Nazar and Bedard injuries. I want to be wildcard race until April next season. I agree. I do think back on that a lot. Like, how long would that competitive hockey have lasted if Bedard and Nazar stayed healthy? Because people will make the argument that we started to play poor before they got injured, and that's true. They weren't playing as well before they got injured, but that could have just been a stretch. That doesn't mean they were going to play bad the rest of the year. That could have just been, you know, 5 or 7 games or 10 games, a tough stretch. It doesn't mean they were going to play bad the rest of the year. So, yeah, I often wonder not only how good the team would be still or how close they'd be to a wild card spot if those two didn't get injured, but I also wonder um, about the narrative around Bedard, how different it would be. Because right now, people act like I can't stand the debate about celebrating and Bedard is over. How can it be over when Bedard goes down with an injury, playing at pretty much the same pace as Celebrini? And people are like, well, look what Celebrini did at the Olympics. Well, Bedard wasn't even given the opportunity. So I just don't get how you can say the debate is over. That's a whole other tangent. I'm going to get myself worked up. All right, Hawks power play, 1 for 4 tonight. Bertuzzi has it down low. Tried to go back to the point. It bounces in front. Taves has got it. Tavo keeps it in. Gets it down low to Bertuzzi. Back to Tavo. Back to Bertuzzi. Back to Tavo. Back to Levshinov. Shot blocked. And Makar's going to skate it out. Hopefully, he can get hot at the end of the year and help his confidence for next year and won't have to listen to any people complain about his contract. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree, Rylan. I'm surprised I missed the first 2 periods of the game and still didn't miss a Nazar goal. Yeah. I hope when Nazar scores, you're there to see it. I hope, you know what? I hope he scores for you in Utah tomorrow. And then he points at you. His celebration is just pointing at you. And then in his post game interview, he's like, I heard Scott's comments. I had to silence him. Hope he gets a hat trick. All right. It's out again. 40 seconds to go. Lev Shinov is going to start out. Second unit is out there. Green. Lev Shinov's going to stay. Oh, no. He's changing. And Nelson's going to chip it out. Green, 15 seconds ago. Man, this was the chance to tie it, and they didn't do it. Nazar Heidi tomorrow. I'm calling it. I hope you're right. Oh, Crevier. Oh, Crevier had a partial break. Yeah, they've scored tonight, but they're only 1 for 4. Donato turns and takes it. Crevier has got to be the most offensive defensive defenseman I've seen in a long time. Chipped in. Makheyev's going to get first there. He has some space. Tries to make a move on Landeskog. Gets pinned. Dickinson gets it. Down low, Makheyev with Doc. Nazar, future PWHL legend. Icing on Colorado. 6:22 to go. Hawks still down by 1. I can see the 1-5-1 in my future, and I'm scared. They need to tie it. Bedard had a nice move off that face-off to draw the penalty too, eh? Great play by Levshinov on Makar. Levshinov's having a good night. Shoveled out by the Avs. Is it going to be icing? Yeah. Korchinski gets back there. Leave Korchinski out for this face-off. I want to see Bedard win the draw to Korchinski and see if he can do something. You want to get your Korchinski 55 jersey restitched to Crevier 46? Crevier is not a bad one to get. I learned my lesson the hard way to not buy a jersey until the person's locked up long term, because I have an Adam Boquist jersey and a Henry Yokiharu jersey that are just sitting in my closet. Shots this period are 14-9 for Chicago, so they've gotten better, at least offensively, every period. Korchinski in his own end tries to shovel it out, can't get it out. Taves shot deflects wide, out for Burakovsky. This line's tired. Burakovsky skates it in. Burakovsky battling. Ross Colton's gonna get it out. Just out of the reach of Foligno. Doc's gonna skate it out. In the feet of Donato. Nishushkin comes back in. Levshinov, another great play by Levshinov. But he throws it to the feet of Lehkonen. Good stick there by Levshinov, though. Yeah, Louis Crevier, for some reason, has really good hands. I don't know why. He shouldn't, but he does. I have a Schmaltz jersey, but my prized possession is my Cahoon jersey. I used to love Dominic Cahoon. I was actually so sad when he went to Pittsburgh. Up until the shootout loss against Tampa, we felt like a team that was capable of going on a good run or a winning streak. Since then, we find new ways to lose. Not sure how they turned it around. You make a good point, and it's actually crazy how they're they're a completely different team than they were in November or October and November. They were a team that were in every game. They never quit. They were physical. They would start shit. They would get in your face, and they always found a way to be to have a chance to win. And now it's the complete opposite. They 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 go down by 1 and they just give up. There's no physicality. There's no uh sort of edge to their game. They're not in every game. Like it's completely different. But that's I guess part of the rebuild is you just get better for longer periods of time every year, you know? Yeah, it's quite baffling when you think about the team that we were watching in October versus the team we're watching now. It's night and day. Sorry, Canyon Makita, Dominic Cahoon's the GOAT. Yeah, when you asked me who the best Blackhawk of all time was, I forgot about Cahoon. He gives both those guys a run for their money. Oh yeah, Levshinov made his NHL debut in Colorado. I forgot about that. I saw Artem Levshinov's, I want to say it was like his second or third NHL game in Vancouver. Uh, and he got an assist. It was like his fourth or fifth game or something. Nice. CM Punk's coming out to the Jordan era uh Bulls theme. Nice. Bedard 3 for 13 on the draw tonight. That's tough. Oh, he kind of won this one, but Natchez got possession. 4:40 to go here. Natchez, oh, tripped. No call, though, on Crevier. Lucky. McKinnon out front. McCarr. Taves. Down low, McKinnon. It's all Colorado right now. Shot saved by Knight. What happened? Oh, Knight's helmet came off. Nah, Kubalik. The first time I went to Chicago, the first game I saw, Dominic Kubalik had 2 goals. Avs announcers were just praising and saying that Lavashnaw has been super impressive for a 19-year-old defenseman. I have to watch the Avs broadcast because I go to school in Phoenix. I mean, he's having a great night. And respect to the Avs broadcast team for pointing that out. Yeah, I'm in Canada and I use Sportsnet, so it's just a coin toss with what broadcast I'm going to get. And tonight, I mean, I can't listen anyway. I don't have the sound on, but I have CHSN tonight. But it's a coin toss every time. If they're playing a Canadian team, I never get CHSN. I always get the Canadian broadcast. All right, Connor Bedard starts out with 4:11 to go. He's got some speed. Burakovsky whiffed on the pass. This guy can't do anything. How many passes does he have to whiff on or put in the feet to get his ice time knocked down here? Like, are you not telling me that any of the other guys in the lineup would be better on Bedard's wing with Green than Burakovsky right now? Like, how does Jeff Blashill watch this game and think he'll get it back? He's fine. He's doing great. Yeah, a long one too. Holy Burakovsky so bad. Exactly. Rylan gets it. Me and Rylan get it. Jeff Blashill does not, apparently. Nazar. Oh, Nazar's got it back. He's got room. Tried to thread the needle. He couldn't do it. Colorado is giving us the chances. We're shooting ourselves in the foot here. We're whiffing on passes. We're not getting passes through the lanes that Colorado's giving us. Like the chances are there. We're just gotta capitalize. If Berkey gets demoted, then a loss is worth it. If a loss is what it takes for Burakovsky to get demoted, I will take it. Absolutely. It's clobbering time. Stretch pass. Chipped in? Yep. Not icing. Third line out there with 2:50 to go. Is that going to be icing? Nope. Spencer Knight leaves it for Crevier. He's got pressure though, and the Avs are going to get it. Centering. Oh, Burns gets it deep. Drury tried to center that one. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the fall off is crazy from November to now. All right, 2:20 to go. Crevier is going to start it out. He's tired. He's just going to leave it back for Levshinov. Get a change. How come Nazar sucks it up? What? Yeah, exactly. Wait, I read that wrong. Because Burakovsky's a veteran who's making a crap ton of money. Frank Nazar hasn't played a full season. He's 21 years old, and he's naturally going to go through slumps. That's why. Like I said earlier, when Nazar's making 6.5, empty net. Oh, checked. And Bedard starts out a minute 40. Grizzlick leaves it. Oh, McKinnon's got it. Makar. Ah, Makar scores. Yeah, it is. Oh. And it's 3-1. Like I said, Scott, when Nazar's making 6.5 million, these mistakes need to be cleaned up. It's forgivable right now because he's on his ELC and he, like I said, he's 21, hasn't played the full season. But when he's making, star money, he better be playing star hockey. 3-1 with a minute and a half to go. That's what happens when you get a 1-0 lead early and then you just sit back and you don't push for more offense. Yeah, we've had enough of this feeling, Phil. We gotta turn it around. Um, the shots on goal look bad. 35-15. You take away the empty netter, it's 2-1. Overall, for how they've played recently and the fact they're playing Colorado tonight, um, it wasn't the worst effort. They did a really good job of keeping Colorado wide. Spencer Knight had a good game. Bedard looked really good. Levshunov looked really good. Until you show me proof, I don't believe that Kevin Korchinski played tonight. They're pulling Knight again. With 1:16 to go, they're going to go for it. Face off won by Chicago. Teravainen shot blocked. Nazar's got room into the feet of Bedard. Oh, we have an injured Av. Shot loose. Nazar. Oh, and it's cleared out. Levshunov goes back with 58 seconds. Yeah, whatever happened to the one goal slogan? I almost got that tattooed on me years ago. They need to bring it back. Puck out to center with 45 seconds to go. Teravainen. Nazar chips it in, chases after it. Tries to go around to Bedard, but it's picked off by Burns and flipped out. I agree. Bring back one goal. And have to flex how to play with 27.2 to go. I agree. Bring back the one goal slogan. If they ever get rid of Chelsea Dagger, I might retire. Because there's been like fans talking about, oh, they should get rid of Chelsea Dagger, move on, and create a new goal song for this new era. Those people suck. They should not get rid of Chelsea Dagger. It's the best goal song in the NHL. Because to me, that goal song doesn't represent one era. It just represents the Blackhawks. 13 seconds to go. Dickinson gets it in the Av zone. Taves will turn back. All right, it's not even the final horn yet. I'm going to change my stream record to a beautiful 1-5-1. What was the win? What game did they win? I don't even remember what game they won that I was watching, that I was streaming. I don't remember. Well, I'm gonna post on Twitter my usual tweet. Does anyone have any questions for the post game? So, um, be sure to comment on that if you have any questions for the post game. I'm gonna get to that soon here. Thanks everybody for coming out. We had a lot of people watching tonight. We still got 10 right now, and the game's over. So I really appreciate everybody. Um, I'm live every game. I do post games after every game. So subscribe, stick around for that. Thank you to all the Sharks game. Thank you, Phil. That's what it was. Thanks for all the All the usuals coming out. I really appreciate it. Scott, now you're just messing with me. Chelsea Dagger sucks. Now I know you're messing with me. There's no shot. You're gonna get me riled up, and I got a post game to film. Not this can't happen. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you, everybody. Shitty result, but yeah, tomorrow.